Go out there and play in the dirt. Like right now. Go do it right now. Look at my potato plants, y'all. Just look at the plants. They have completely taken over my garden. So in these two containers, I have organic red potatoes. My first time growing potatoes, y'all. And I am excited how they're looking. The other day, I saw a hummingbird trying to nibble on the flowers. It was such a cool thing to see. And over here we have our sweet potatoes, and they have completely spilled over. Now in this container, well, this is a 30-gallon container. I planted 5 potato slips, and this is how they're looking. I am so excited. I can't wait to get potatoes. I'm so happy. Hey y'all, my name is Fleur. Welcome to my channel. I never ever thought that I would be here right now making gardening videos, growing my own food. I never saw myself in that light. I never knew that I had this passion in me, and it just goes to show that you just have to try things. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if you think you're going to be good at it. Just try it, because you never know if this becomes, the one thing that you become passionate about and that you are good at. If you ever wanted to grow your own food, but you have no clue where to begin, I just want to let you know that you're not alone, because this is where I started. That was my journey. That was one of the questions that I had. I'm like, okay, can I really grow my own food? Let me try it out. I wonder if this is something that I can do. And my stepfather was the person who inspired me to get into gardening. And I don't know, like that desire, I don't know, it just came out of nowhere. Like the saying, I don't know if I have a green thumb. I believe that we all do. I believe that we all have a green thumb. Guys, if I'm growing food, you can do it as well. You do not need to be an expert to get into gardening. You don't. And I want to declare to everyone that everyone should be growing their own food. You need to bust the myth that you have to have a green thumb. That is a complete myth. You don't. Gardening is a skill. It's not a talent. So everybody is going to start somewhere. Even the experts started somewhere. All you have to do is just try, because that's what I did. I shared the story of how I got started into gardening. It was my stepfather who kind of inspired me. He didn't tell me to get into gardening, but I watched him and how he tended to his plants. His backyard has so many mango trees. And I don't know, I would get so excited every time I go to his place. The first thing that I do is run to his backyard, and we'd go around the yard talking about all the plants. But it wasn't just like until September of last year that I really dove into gardening, and I started with a couple of containers, not really knowing what I'm doing. I didn't do any research, y'all. I just planted the seeds and I prayed for the best. I didn't know anything about fertilizing. I didn't know any gardening terms. I wouldn't call myself an expert. I'm still new, but I've come a long way. I guess the message that I'm trying to drive home is that you don't need to be an expert to start a garden. And also, the seeds are very forgiving. They want to grow and they're alive. The plants are alive. You'll be surprised how resilient the plants can be. They're very forgiving. And, like I said, they want to grow. So when it comes down to it, the only 3 things that you need to start is sunlight. So you need at least 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. You need a container and soil, and you need beginner-friendly seeds such as lettuce, cucumbers. That's it. Sunlight, container and soil, beginner-friendly seeds. I have a free starter guide on my website where I break all of this down for you. The link is going to be in the description. But there are so many crops that you can grow with almost nothing. You can even grow food from scraps. I grow green onions from scraps. So if you go to the grocery store, right, and you buy green onions, instead of tossing the bottoms, plant those and regrow them. Just pop that in soil and it's gonna grow. Basil is another uber simple herb to grow. I have this basil plant that is growing right now. Now, I didn't think this was gonna grow. I planted the seeds a couple months ago and they are now just growing. I didn't think they were gonna grow, so I planted bush beans. Bush beans is another simple crop for beginners. Instead, I planted a bush bean in this container because I didn't think I was going to get basil. But now look at it. It's now finally showing its face. And it just goes to show that plants are forgiving. And I guess that could be another thing about plants. Not only are they forgiving, but the garden is always surprising me. Just when I think something is not going to grow, there it is growing. Just when you think something is done with, over with, and forget about it, just give up on it. Yeah, that basil plant is growing, and I didn't think I was going to get any basil in that container. There's a lot of grace in gardening, and the seeds are very forgiving. And going back to what I was saying, there are crops that you can grow with almost nothing. You can grow lettuce in a bowl. You can even do hydroponics, grow things in water. Like, I didn't even know that. What? But that is what I'm learning. And the other thing is, you don't need a yard. You don't need a lot of space. This backyard that I have, it's my back porch. And it looks big, but it's not. It's really not. You don't need a big yard. You don't need a backyard. You can grow food in your balcony, little pots. You can grow food indoors. Just start. I want to encourage you guys to be playing in dirt. It's so therapeutic. You learn so much. You have a lot of fun. When you're growing your own food, it's one of the most rewarding things that you can do for yourself. Now, some plants will die. They're going to die in you. But guess what? There's grace in gardening. So it's okay if a plant dies. That's fine. You might mess up with the watering. I do all the time. I'm always messing up. I'm like, should I water or should I not water? Especially with the potatoes. But guess what? That's okay. That's okay because it's a journey and you're learning. The gardening experts, they still mess up with watering. You could be watering too much or too little. Real gardeners, they learn by doing, not by obtaining all of the knowledge up front. They're going to get their hands dirty and they're going to learn by doing. That's a real gardener to me. If you are still unsure about where to begin, I have a freebie for you on my website. Go ahead and check it out. In the freebie, I include plants that are low maintenance, top beginner friendly. I have a container size cheat sheet for those with limited space and are growing in containers. I created a container size cheat sheet for those crops, so you know the container size to get. I have basics on soil and fertilizing. That's also in the freebie. I have watering tips. I also included a checklist in the freebie so that you know what to plant, all the things that you need, the supplies that you need, etc. All of that is in the checklist and it's part of the freebies. Yeah, I just want all of us to win. I want all of us to be growing our food. If you guys are in the Atlanta area, I will be doing free transplants giveaway. I did a free giveaway a couple months ago with my potato slips, but I want to continue to do giveaways. So I will be announcing soon when I will be doing another giveaway. So if you are in the Atlanta area, I can't wait to meet y'all. But yeah, like I said, we all should be growing our own food. Get out there and start playing in the dirt. Okay? Start playing in the dirt. You will not regret it and you'll have a lot of fun in the process. I hope you all found this video encouraging and inspiring, I guess, to start. If you came across this video, you didn't come across this video for nothing. This is the video that's telling you to start, that you need to start your journey right now. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Don't forget to check out my previous video, and I will see you all in the next one. Go out there and play in the dirt. Like right now. Go do it right now.